Yo geeks! And I'm so proud to be a Superman fan this week. I've seen Man of Steel twice. I saw it on its release date, Friday the 14th. I saw it with my mate on Tuesday. He absolutely loved it. It was even better the second time around. So, why is there a concerted campaign by, let's be honest, Marvel fans and people involved in that department of superheroes trying to do this film down? Well, I'd like to say I'm paranoid. Listen, I don't mind people genuinely doing reviews and not liking something. People don't have to like what I like. People don't have to like what the masses are like. The fact is, 98.9% of people who are not die-hard Superman fans, who just went to see it because it was Man of Steel was the three words on the end of people's tongues for months and months. People tested it out, and everyone has loved this movie. So when you see critics talking about it, talking about the Reeve era, it'd be nothing like it. Yes, we know it's nothing like it. That's what the populace demanded. You had Superman Returns. You complained it was too boring. You didn't want to see your superhero just lifting up a big heavy thing. Well, I thought it looked awesome, and I thought Superman Returns was awesome. But anyway, discussion for another time. So, not enough action there, too much action in Man of Steel. The points these people bring up are just so created, just because they don't know what to say. So now the Marvel fans, to find a put down for Man of Steel, it's, oh, there was too much destruction. You know, this criticism has no reality to it. So, there's a concerted campaign to do it down, to do the box office down. Yesterday I was reading EW.com, and the headline was Monsters University fly high, World War Z does better than we thought. Personally, all the negative stuff about World War Z, I've seen the trailer, I haven't seen the movie yet, but it looks awesome. Anyway, after saying that, they said Man of Steel takes a dive. Now, they were basing this on Friday night. I think, now Friday night, Man of Steel was third, Monsters University was top, and World War Z was second. But this was no surprise. Don't forget, when Avengers came out, there was no competition whatsoever. When Dark Knight was out, no competition whatsoever. They were the movies. So it was always going to be a challenge. Man of Steel has done solidly well in the US box office on Friday night. Let's see what the whole haul is over the weekend. But again, this is EW.com, who are totally Marvel biased. Even months before Man of Steel came out, they were saying, they professed that Iron Man 3 would be the biggest, most successful film of 2013. Maybe that will be the case. It probably will. But the point is, you've got to look at things with the facts. It's no good bending the facts because you're a Marvel fan and you're angry and worried and jealous that Superman finally has got that movie which can carry on bringing other sequels for years and years and years, can do team-ups and can bring DC movies to the fore. It's competition. They don't like that competition, so they're trying to find things to say. It's outrageous. And the best thing for us to do, as either if we're DC fans or big Supes fans, I'm a big Superman fan obviously, is not to rise to their idiosyncrasies. So yeah, what I'm trying to say about the EW.com article, it was poor journalism, it was totally unprofessional. They were trying to paint Man of Steel as struggling to even get to 300 million. Now, I don't know if they're talking about the US box office or the worldwide box office, because I can officially tell you now, and you probably already know this, that Man of Steel worldwide is now just over 345 million. Whether it's dollars, euros, whatever. That's what it's reached. That was on Saturday morning, Saturday lunchtime maybe, that we found that one out. So I would think by the end of play, just over 400 million, no problem. Already beat Superman Returns total haul in a week. It's doing great. The movie's going in the right direction financially, the right direction within the movie, within the plot and what happened. You know, everyone who goes to see it loves it. I haven't heard anyone come out of that cinema, apart from the so-called critics who have either got an axe to grind because they want everything to be like the original Superman movies, or, you know, they're Marvel fans. And as I said, I don't mind people not liking something that I like, but, you know, you could tell that this is all pre-hatched, that this is all BS, that they're just doing this to hurt the movie's box office. It's not happening. The film has already got great word of mouth because one friend to another, one brother to another is coming and telling people who haven't seen it, this film is the real deal. I love the destruction, haven't got a problem with the destruction. This film wasn't just about action. This film did have a character-driven story. It did have emotion, and it did have action, and it had destruction. It had the lot, and most important of all, it had great story and great performances by the actors. Do you think Russell Crowe will ever be in a Marvel movie? No. Do you think Michael Shannon will ever be in a Marvel movie? No. Amy Adams, an Oscar winner or nominee, ever be in a Marvel movie? Absolutely not. These are people with class. They will not touch Marvel movies. Superman is something that people look at, and when done properly, they want to be involved. So it's important for all of us, as I say, DC fans and Superman fans. Nothing's gone wrong with this movie. It's really successful. It was a great movie as a movie. You've got to just ignore. If you listen to what goes on online too much, it will drive you crazy. It's just about other fans trying to do us down, take away our moment of glory. This is a moment of pride. Every day I've been watching the trailers since I've been watching the film. I've seen it twice, of course, as I've said. I listen to the soundtrack all the time. I'm watching that brilliant documentary, Look Up, The Amazing Story of Superman. I'm even more proud to be a Superman than I was already. I mean, probably the big peak for me of being a Superman fan was the Smallville era, which Smallville totally changed everything and really set the scene for Man of Steel. As far as I'm concerned, Smallville was the stepping stone to Man of Steel, if you like. What they did in that show for a TV show was amazing, and even though you barely saw him as Superman until the very last episode, which was right as far as I'm concerned, that show really set the premise to what Superman stories can be and what will be. And what I'm hearing from most people is, I've got the Superman from the comics finally in a movie, and I think that's right. Henry Cavill, not only just Cavill, looks great. He performs great. He's an actor. He's not a male model turned actor. He is a proper actor, as everyone is in this film. When you've got a film written by S. Goyer and Nolan, you know it's the business. Negative stuff coming out that Nolan didn't want Superman to kill Zod. If you get your facts right, they had a debate like all writers do. You will see it on TV shows and your DVD extras where in the writers' room they're having a debate what they should do, and in the end the majority wins. It's like everything. But that's not negative. They were just having a debate on what should happen. So there's nothing negative there either. But it's just people trying to bring negatives in. Team Warner is doing great. Team DC is doing great. These movies are going to keep on happening. So I'm here just to say to you, because I just want you to understand that what some of these reviews that we're seeing, you've got to fly over your head. Ignore them. Let them say what they will. Superman is back right at the very peak. He's the best. Man of Steel, the greatest superhero movie. One of the greatest movies I've ever seen. Awesome. Sorry, haters. You're not going to win. But as for you guys, we'll talk again. Pretty good.